The year-long squeeze on wages is showing signs of coming to an end. Official figures show the gap between inflation and wages narrowed between December and February. Other figures show unemployment has fallen to its lowest level since 1975. Our economics editor, Kamal Ahmed, has the details.
Over the last few years, I think things have been fairly tough, but we're beginning to feel a bit more confident about the future.
I'm lucky enough to have my own home. I've got 2 young kids and it's quite tough to provide for them.
It's nice to get a little wage increase, but by the time I've got it in one hand, it's out the other.
Just look a bit back over.
Our income's a vital part of the economy, and away from the statistics, the real world, and how people are feeling about the year-long income squeeze.
As soon as we get a pay rise, rent goes up, food goes up, everything goes up. So that little pay rise is like, hello, goodbye.
Take my son. He got himself on the housing ladder. He's now got a young family, he's got twins. He needs to move up to a bigger house. They've only got a little masonette. He hasn't got a chance.
Just like Maria and Nigel, the wage squeeze is still true for many workers. But the evidence is growing that 2018 will be better than 2017. Let's look at the improving picture on incomes. If we look at last month's figures, they said wages were increasing by 2.6%. Today, that number rose to 2.8%, the highest for 3 years. And better news on jobs as well. Unemployment is at its lowest level since 1975. The head of the firm that employs Maria and Nigel and 170 others in West London reveals why things are looking up.
We went through a period where we had to reduce the size of the business, lay some people off. We had a very constrained environment for pay rises. Since that time, so over the last 3 or 4 years, we've seen maybe 20% a year growth in our business, and that's been reflected into significant pay rises for our staff.
There is one striking thing speaking to people here: the good times have not suddenly returned. Over the last decade, people's real incomes have hardly moved at all. How unusual is that? Well, the last time we saw figures on income that bad, Queen Victoria was on the throne.
Wages are slowly being fixed and are rising, at the same time as the rate of the increase in prices is easing. A stronger pound meaning imports of things like food and fuel are cheaper. The outlook is still tough for 2018, but that income squeeze is drawing to an end. Kamal Ahmed, BBC News.